interesting question we got from the voicemail line last night.
Hey, Bobby. I've been dating my boyfriend for 3 years, and I want to propose. Do you think that I'd be stealing his thunder, or do you think that that's a strong, independent thing to do? I just wanted to get your opinion. Thanks. Bye.
I love it on the surface. Like, if you want something in life, you have to say you want it and then go get it. Now, if you think he's planning it already, then you do have to go, I'm going to let him have his moment. However, if he won't, it's poop or get off the pot. And if he won't poop, sometimes you have to do it for him. So if you think you've been together 3 years and he's in nowhere close to proposing and you want to do it, why not? Otherwise, you're just going to wait forever. But if you think he's going to do it, I would let him continue on with his plan. Who knows? He may have bought a ring. He may be planning out the perfect situation. I don't know. But I would say if you don't think he has anything going on, let him have it. Drop the hammer.
Yeah.
Amy, what do you think?
Well, you mean drop the hammer like her doing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I thought you meant ending it. So do you think if you proposed, he would say yes? Because, I would ask a guy the same thing.
Well, she's not on the phone. That's a voicemail.
Me.
I was like, who is Amy talking to right now?
I was like waiting for her to answer. You have to be pretty confident that he's going to say yes. And then how does he feel about you asking? Yeah, because you're right. If he plans on doing it, maybe he doesn't have a plan yet, but in his mind, he always wanted to do it. And hey, things can look different these days. Like, I'm not totally opposed to it, but you better be sure, because the reason he's not proposing could be he doesn't want to get married.
Well, that could be either side, right?
And then you don't.
I'm saying in life, if you want something, you're going to wait around. You may not get it. You may get it, but you may not get it in life. All situations. If you want something, you have to go get it.
And then be prepared to not get it.
If Caitlin proposed to me, if I went home today.
Okay, yeah, this is good.
And Caitlin proposed to me, got down on one knee. I walked in and there are Chicago Cubs and Arkansas Razorbacks memorabilia everywhere. She made the room perfect.
That's how you see it.
Lit candles. This is what you have in mind for what you're going to do for her. We need to talk.
So, and she got on a knee and said, hey, I know this is different, but our relationship's been different. From COVID, from how we met. Would you marry me? I'll be like, that's amazing. Heck yeah, that'd be awesome. So, I would have no problem with it. But I also have no problem, and I've talked to Caitlin too about, hey, if you don't want to take my last name, I'm all good with that. I have no problem with that. My real last name.
Yeah.
You can take either one of them. But I was like, I have no issue with you whatsoever if you want to keep your real name, your last name.
Would you want to then propose to her later? Would you take that as the legit proposal and now y'all are engaged from that moment on?
I would if she proposed and had a ring.
A ring for herself?
For me.
No. You're going to wear an engagement ring? Then what does she get?
No, she's the one that proposed. She doesn't get a ring. Sorry.
She would get it when it's wedding time. Listen, I'm not saying it's normal or it's going to feel comfortable. It's what you're used to. The only advice I'm giving her is the advice I would give anyone on a situation where if you want something, go get it. The end. We shouldn't just let gender roles define how we live our life. It would be weird, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably be a little uncomfortable for him, but if you want it, go get it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Okay. Speaking of gender roles, let's open up the mailbag.
Bobby's mailbag.
Good morning, guys. My name is Nicole, and I can't tell you how much I love your show. I'm emailing you because I asked a guy out. I have a huge crush on him. He said yes. My question is, if I asked him out, should I pay for the date? Or does tradition stand and he pays for the date? I've never gone Dutch on a date before. Every guy has asked me out and paid for the date, so I'm lost here. Also, do you have to pay for the entire date? Do you have to plan the entire date? Should I ask him? What's up, Nicole? Well, when you ask if tradition stands, well, if you're just going by tradition, you wouldn't have asked him out. Because tradition is guy asks girl.
Mm-hmm.
But if you asked him out, if Amy, you're like, hey, let's go on a date. And I'm like, yeah, sure. We go. Like, in the back of my head, I know I'm going to pay. But since you asked me out, I want you to make that move. Like, hey, I asked you out. I'm going to pay for this.
But also, do you want me to plan where we're going and what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I say, hey,
you're the one that pinpointed this time, this place. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's great she asked. Love it.
So then I do the wallet grab and I start to pay.
And he may let you, and that's okay too.
Okay.
I just know in my mind, I would be thinking, well, since she asked me out, I hope that she's planning it and plans to take care of it. That's what I would do. But then I wouldn't let you. I'll be like, okay, I get it, but that's the risk you got to take. Be assertive. You're assertive in this. You went and got him.
Yeah.
Go get the date. Show him a good time. Pay for the meal. There you go. Morgan, you ever asked a guy out?
I have.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I did.
And?
It was fine. I mean, it was like total role reversal. I have no problem with that because it was me. I did it.
Walk us through how you asked him out, though. Like, and why?
Well, like in person. I mean, some guys just need a little push. They're there and they just can't quite get all the way there. So you're just kind of like, hey, you want to go out sometime? Because I know you want to ask, but I guess I have to. That's happened in those scenarios.
How did you just pay and he just sat there, or did he do like Bobby or maybe he tried to offer?
It was definitely awkward. He was like going to, I was like, no, I don't want to go here. I'm just going to pay for it and we're just going to move on to the next phase. And we went out on like 2 or 3 more dates after that. But, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's totally cool. But I think this is where you know where a guy gets interested, because if you did ask him out and you were going to pay for it, but then he's like, no, I got it. You can tell he was really into the date. That's a good like telltale sign that he's into it.
Well, no girl's ever been like, no, I got it when I've taken them out.
And it hasn't
So I guess no
gone
one's
well.
ever been. Although, now that I think about it, I'm trying to think of Caitlin and I's first date. I think she may have paid for that date. She didn't ask me out. But
Why
it wasn't a
would she have
date in
ended
her
up
mind.
paying for
That's
it?
why. And now that I think about it, she didn't think we were going on a date. I did.
So then how did she end up paying?
With her credit card.
But without you, because you're all sneaky and you
You
try
had
to
to
pay
pay
for
at the counter.
everything.
We didn't go anywhere fancy. We went to like
Okay.
a salad
Yeah.
place.
And she just paid.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, that's and then it turns out the reason, she didn't think it was a date. She just thought it was some goofy guy.
It's probably like, why am I paying for this goofy guy right now?
But yeah, there's no problem with it. Guys, if you want something, go get it. The end. I don't care if it's in dating, if it's in business. I don't care if it's in family. Like if something's important to you, say it out loud, make a goal, and then go get it. The end. All right, feel good about that?
Yep.
Coming up, Amy's story. We're just minutes away. Can we play the movie trailer? All right, we're going to play
Don't
this.
cut it off this time. Remember,
I'm just going to let it all play.
Okay. I'm
So,
just saying you always talk
Amy's
over it.
big story is coming up in a second.
It's a Bobby Bones show.